What's your?
I got to fulfill.
What's the question?
Like for once in my life, I want to have 3 generations from the same family. That means you, your mama, your grandmama, or you, your daughter, and your mama. You think you can make that happen? Your grandma's still alive?
Yes, both of them actually on both sides.
Both of them?
Yeah.
And your mama?
Yeah. My mama look just like me, but she thicker than me.
You gonna help me fulfill my goals?
We could. I ain't gonna lie. My grandma, she got the.
Grandma got it.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to goddamn go to their net family reunion. Hell yeah, she'll keep her.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll say I can make it happen.
Wait, so is it in this round? Do I keep or do they keep, or is it like mutual?
Hey, you got the balloon. It's up to you.
Oh, I mean, I guess we'll just keep each other. We gotta fulfill the dream.
Yeah,
Feel me?
we got unfinished business.
Yeah, we
got damn right.
I got you.
I got unfinished business.
Oh,
yeah.
My knees.
Got your grandmama. You just wait. Hell
yeah. Bro, her knee bad,
yeah.
so you gotta be careful. Her knee is bad.
I know it. I know it. I'm the arthritis out there.
Shalom. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the brothers that's teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect, 1/3, sincere listeners. Alright, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahushai being the name of his Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, this gospel is true. The kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites, who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the ones scattered abroad that may look like the other nation. Alright, but your spirit resonates with this truth. This gospel is true. The kingdom of heaven is for you. Salvation is for you. Alright, but really the elect of Israel. Okay, I'm gonna title this video, "The Lord Killed This Nigga," and good riddance. Alright, as you can see in this video, this guy's name, he had a YouTube channel, whatever. He was doing this, he was like a quote-unquote influencer, guru kind of guy, but he was always promoting wickedness. Right, he died like months ago, whatever. I never did a video and I should have, but whatever, it's coming out now because I seen this video circulating, and this nigga's dead now. You know what I mean? Okay, but regardless of that, I have to do a video on this because the wickedness that he's promoting, and we know women are wicked, right? But as a man, you're the leader, so women are only gonna do wickedness if they're allowed to do wickedness, right? If you're a man in authority, especially if you're a man in authority, you can choose what a woman can and can't do. Right now, these women are under the rule and authority of the so-called white man, and he allows them to do wickedness. All right, but then you niggas come along too, and you niggas are under the so-called white man, so then you niggas allow your women to do wickedness as well. All right, so it's like a double whammy. So these women are double wicked. Right, the scriptures say a wicked woman is given unto a wicked man. All right, but I'm not really gonna get on the woman, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, it's on the man, right? And you know, let's just get the scriptures, because what this guy was talking about, he wants to deal with her mom, her, and the grandma or the daughter. If she had a daughter, he was gonna deal with the daughter too. Right? And who knows how old the daughter was, right? If she even had a daughter, right? What type of weirdo shit is that, my nigga? Right? Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why the Lord killed this nigga, because this nigga actually had a big following, of niggas that were actually following this nigga. You know what I mean? Let me go to his fucking page, bro, because I don't know if he. Regardless, I don't know if he had a page up or not, but this guy was a complete demon, man. I don't even want to fucking click on a lot of these stupid ass reels, man. Yep, see that nigga right here. Okay, this nigga, he was teaching how to commit adultery at work, right? If she got a man, if a girl got a man at work, this is how you get with her, right? He's doing a whole bunch of wickedness, and then you see him linked up with Ada Ross, but he's dead now. He's in the ditch, all right? He's not terrorizing the earth anymore. The Lord had to take this nigga out because the wickedness that he was saying, you know what I mean? He just had to go. This nigga just had to go. I don't know what the fuck this nigga been through to for this nigga name to be Life and Scars. All right, but you death and scars now, nigga. All right, you're in the fucking grave. Okay, and Lord will, you're in your right fucking mind now, nigga. But you're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. Okay. So we're rebuking all this shit right here, man. This folly in Israel, man. Okay. Somebody put daughter with the eyes emoji. Cooked generation. Yeah, it is a cooked generation. This girl's cooked too. All right, she's not off the hook either. All right, but the nigga should know better. Well, he's a nigga, so I guess he doesn't, right? Let's see. All right, Leviticus 20 and 10. I don't want to make this video too long, but and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. All right, going into this guy promoting adultery in his previous clips and videos. I don't have to find it. If you want to go find it, you go right ahead. It's not that serious, but I just know what this nigga was doing. I never rocked with this weirdo. Straight weirdo Jake. There's a lot of weirdo Jakes out here, man. There's weirdos. It says, and the man that lieth with his father's wife, having covered his father's nakedness, both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Yeah, because if you're open to sleeping with intergeneration with a woman and her mother, grandmother, daughter, whatever, you're open to other things too. You're open to dealing with your father's wife, right? Which is wickedness. You know what's stopping you from doing that if you're inclined to all these things, right? Okay. It says, and the man that lieth with his father's wife hath covered his father's nakedness, both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. That's right, we have laws, man. Okay? A lot of our, some of our laws require shock therapy, which is death. All right? And it'll be public executions for the whole pretty much the whole congregation to see. The whole city, town, whatever, the whole village, the whole kingdom to see. So that way we put away wickedness and folly from Israel, man. All right. It says, and if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. That's right, it's confusion. Their blood shall be upon them. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Right, homosexuality. Okay. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. So what? So what? Not the daughter, right? Because that applied. Because he said he wanted the wife and the mother, right? But then he also said he wanted the grandmother and the daughter. Well, guess what? The mother, if you deal with the wife, the girl, whatever, that would technically be the wife. Okay. Right? You're actually committing to be put to death as well. All right, let's break this down though. The mother. Okay. Let's just say the girl had a daughter of age. I don't even know, because what the fuck? I don't even want to think about that. Regardless, that fits. The daughter and the grandmother all fit in this equation. I don't even need to break it down. You just know, because it is what it is. Wife and mother and her mother, right? So you're a wicked ass nigga. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. Right? And that's why I said, really this nigga is at fault. Because if you're a wicked ass nigga, a woman's only gonna be as wicked as you allow her to be, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, you as a man, you allow what you want in your life. So if you're living a wicked life, you're gonna get a wicked woman, right? But if you're living a upright life, the Lord's gonna send you a well-to-do woman, so to speak. No woman is perfect or nothing, but it would, let's just say, it would be on you to be the corrupter, basically, right? And you don't want to be that. You see what I'm saying? Because even as children, even though whoever perished being innocent, children, even though they're children, right? There's still a form of innocence to them, right? There's still a form of innocence to a woman, a young woman, before she gets after she reaches after she reaches the age of puberty and she has her flower or whatever. There's still an innocence to a woman, right? And you got to be able to that's why the father, he was protecting his daughter. He had to do his best to protect his daughter, so that way she didn't do any wickedness, right? But if you let your daughter gad abroad and do whatever, go from man to man, that woman loses that innocence, and now she's susceptible to demons, right? And she's with whatever now. She's just a portal to demons, right? Now, if a woman stays with that, was under the tutelage of her father, and then gets given a husband, and she deals with that husband for the rest of her days, right? That woman is in a better mind state than that woman that deal with multiple men, right? So even though, like I going into the innocence thing, that woman that only known one man, she's more innocent than the woman that knows multiple men. Obviously, right? But let's see. It goes into the laws, right? It goes into the laws of what we can and can't do, how we should conduct ourselves. I don't need to read the whole thing because I pretty much got the point on that. But let's get this. View chapter. First Ezra 4. And let's get this. This whole chapter is good anyways, but let me just read this. The point's at verse 37, but I'll read from, so First Ezra 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. And come to think about it, man, maybe this wicked woman here, she probably been in a situation where her mother had she was dealing with a dude, and that dude was looking at her and probably dealt with her too, type shit. So for her, it's like, it ain't nothing because I already slept with my mom's boyfriend or whatever. You get what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that goes on in these with Jake, man. Jake be doing that weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That wickedness, right? So you niggas is weird. The woman, the man, and the woman. Nobody showing no restraint. Everybody just operating on a beast level, right? Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him, and upon me the king's concubine, the daughter of the admiral Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king, taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand, disrespecting. And yet, for all this, king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? And women are strong in the sense of, you know, they play mind games. They're strong, when, quote unquote. If you're not well equipped, they're strong in the mind, right? They're strong in deception. They're strong when it comes to, you know, how they present themselves, and you know, if a woman looks well, they use their looks against you. They use their looks as a weapon against you, right? Because you know, you see a beautiful woman. That's what happened to the king, right? You seen a beautiful woman, he allowed her to talk shit, smack him across the face with her left hand, right? But no man should ever be in that situation, right? Okay, you as the king, why are you bitching up over a bitch? You know, you're the king, bro. All right, you make shit run. You make shit run. Why are you folding? You know what I mean, you didn't have like stewards to you know, to guide you and tutor you and in the upbringing of how you should be, right? Right? You didn't have people there raising you and showing you, okay, once you become king, before you become king, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to conduct yourself. This is how women are. This is the ways of a woman. This is the, you know what I mean? Especially if you're from a royal family, you would have been put on game from the beginning. Before you would even inherit a kingdom, your goal, you know, say your father is a king, but you were next to rule if he passed away or whatever, you would have wise men raising you up. And there's lessons within lessons, man. Raising you up to be king, preparing you to be king, not no bitch ass nigga, right? So I don't know what the hell happened here, you know. But I mean, Jake was meant to fall at the end of the day, anyways. You know, Jake was gonna fall. We were never perfect, right? And the Lord had to make it interesting, right? But all right, for argument's sake, right? It says, "O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?" Then the king and the princes looked one upon another. So he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. All right, going back to that point, right? You could be a man dealing with a woman, and she, you know, and she has a daughter, right? And that woman could seduce you. That daughter could seduce you into doing some wickedness. You see what I'm saying? It's not. Sometimes it's not even always the men being the aggressors in the situation, but you can get overcome, all right, and seduced by these women, because these women are just wicked anyway. You know, daughters and mothers, especially if they're living together and there was never no man in the picture to begin with. Her father's been gone, right? That's why you're here dealing with the mother or whatever now, right? In these situations, sometimes the mother and daughter, they're going through strife. They're going through competition. They're going through jealous. You know, they're jealous of one another, right? They're being petty. They're women at the end of the day, right? So what's it to the daughter to do some bullshit like that to her, to get one up on her mother? And women do that amongst each other, amongst their friends and shit like that. They might do it amongst sisters too. That's just how wicked these women are, man. But you gotta be mindful of these things, man. You know? But you know, Jake is operating on a beast level, man. Beast vibration. Right? Great is the earth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven. Swift is the son of his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth cried upon the truth, and the heaven blessed it. All works shall and tremble. All blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it no unrighteous thing. This is the point. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All right, the king is wicked. You're not off the hook, man. All right, you as a man, you have domain over your own life, so to speak. Other than Yahweh Shem Shai, you as the man, anything that comes into your vicinity, you have domain over it, so to speak. All right. But if you're gonna do off shit, you're wicked, man. If you have dominion over something, you're a king over something. You're a ruler over something. So you have dominion over your woman. But you're gonna do you're susceptible to do wickedness. You're wicked, man. Okay. Just because just because woman is wicked, don't make a man not wicked. The reason why women are wicked is because you niggas are wicked, bro. All right. You niggas don't want no order. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all the wicked works. And there is no truth in them, and their unrighteousness also they shall perish. All right? And that was pretty much the point. So I'm just going to close up on that. Lord will, you're edified. I'll say shalom and to the next one.